Hey guys, what's going on? We're gonna do a walk around the property today. We've done a couple of videos before where we've kind of individually shown some of these cars up here, but we're gonna do a more thorough walkthrough today. The best way I can describe it is a yard full of barn finds, essentially. So let's get to it, see if we can get it done before we get rained on. So that's the fun part. We'll see. First one right here, this is a mid-80s, late 80s Toyota van. Don't know much about it. You know, it's been on blocks for God knows how many years. Everything's there. Probably runs. We'll find out soon enough. We'll tear it down and get it going. But it's probably the best shape out of everything that's on the hill here. And then sitting behind it is a Triumph Spitfire. I'm not sure of the year. I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was later in the lifespan of the Spitfire due to the plastic bumpers on the front and back, or plastic bumper covers. It's essentially the same thing as an MG Midget. If I'm not mistaken, they were built in the same factory as one another. So it's in pretty rough shape. I think that car, the intention was for it to be a donor. We've got one that's in better shape, I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, so there's that. Porsche right here, this 924, I believe. You know, it's just for context, all these cars are pretty rough, so nothing's showroom quality up here. That being said, set us up. I believe it's a 924. If I'm incorrect, just put it in the comments, let me know, because I'm not sure, but I'm fairly certain. Somebody threw a brick through the windscreen, so that's good.
Yeah, I don't think it came off the lot like this.
No. Quarter glass busted out. And if you look closely right here, some critter has created a home. There's a habitat underneath.
And I'm sure if you were to move the car, there'd be a whole tunnel system. Well, there is a whole tunnel system. Over here where the dogs are laying, there's literally like a whole turtle tunnel system underneath the ground.
Yeah, it's pretty sketchy. So over here we have a couple BMWs. See if we can make it over there without getting snaked with it. Or wasp, stung by wasp, so that's good too. Watch out right there. So I'm not sure what these are, if these are 318s or 325s. The gray, excuse me, the gray one is a complete car. Everything's there, so a little coaxing, a little waxing, probably get it running fairly easily. The red one back there is it's a little bit older. I'm not sure what the story is with that one. See the hood's up, which is not a good sign. Somebody's been tinkering with it. I think the back glass is busted out of it. That'd make a pretty sick drift car though, let's be real.
Yep.
That would be pretty awesome. Let's move on to the other part of the property. So we came out here a month or two ago and got rid of a lot of stuff that was up here. There was several cars that left. We had a Honda Civic sitting on the other side of this Porsche, like a 92. There's the lightning, 92-ish. We had a GMC S15, and then I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. I can't remember. I think there was another Porsche right here that we got rid of. Just try to clean the place up a little bit. I mean, some of that stuff, nothing was ever going to be done with it, so get it out of here and clean it up. And so it looks a lot better than what it did. This stuff's not going anywhere. We just need to come out here one day and just straighten it up, and baby steps, I guess. Alright, had to wait out a cloud burst, so anyways, this is an MG, GB, GT, A, BC, CD.
LGBTQIA.
Yeah. I literally know nothing about MGs, to be honest with you, so I don't know. It's a cool car, cool looking car. Tiny. A lot smaller than what they look online when you're looking at them, but pretty neat. You can slide a V8 in this thing probably pretty easy. This one's, I don't think there's a square inch of this car that's not rusted, so that's good. Right over here next to is another Spitfire. In considerable worse shape than the white one. But this one, I was told, used to be a race car. And there was a plaque on it somewhere that explained, or didn't explain that, but just proved that. But someone helped themselves to it over the years. It's not there anymore. It's gone. So, anyways, another Triumph. This is a little bit of an older one. You can tell from the bumpers. The white one over there that we just showed, and then we got another one over here that's plastic covers over his bumpers. Plastic bumpers, whatever you want to call them. Not that though. Then we got a dune buggy over here. She's old, man. Old. No engine. I think it's got transmission sticking out the back of it, though. Yeah. I don't know anything about that. It was in the way. We just pushed it over here in the weeds. Here's a Porsche 914. Probably my favorite car on this property. It's also probably the most far gone of any car on this property. Pretty neat. You can see, I mean, again, I don't think there's a panel on this car that's not eaten up with rust. There's no floor pans, those are all gone. Trees growing up through it. It's got the engine though. The whole drivetrain's there. That's the only good thing about it. The roof's in decent shape.
I know Christian needs a weed eat.
Yeah. A couple more 924s right there in front of it. Black and red one. There was a white one sitting right here where I'm standing, but she gone. There's some remnants of it. Body-wise, this one's actually not too bad. Neither one of them are. The red one's in pretty good shape too.
Can't we open these? Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about the interior though. It's pretty bad.
I wonder if the carpet came like that.
I think that is a factor. I think Germans do like a little bit of green in their carpet.
What's that British racing green?
car's German though.
Whatever. I didn't care about that. That's a detail I don't care about.
So this is a winter boat.
Winter, winter, chicken dinner.
Found out the other day that it's from the 70s. I guess I could just looked at the sticker on the side that says 1978, but
Supposedly this is a really nice boat trailer too.
it is. You can tell. I don't think
So start making offers.
there's any rust on that thing other than right here. I mean, it's been covered up. It's had a boat sitting on top of it, keeping the weather off of it, or the rain off of it. Festiva, another 1904. Nissan Datsun pickup truck, I think 720. I don't remember the actual number of what those things are called. I think it's 720. I'm probably wrong. Four-wheel drive. Like most cars here, though, I'm standing what? 15 feet away from it, 10, 15 feet. And I can see straight through the side of the bed to the Festiva sitting on the other side of it from the rust. I'll tell you the one thing I haven't noticed. Look at these wheels.
Yeah.
Those are in good shape, actually. Those are in really good shape. On this side, anyways. I don't know what the back side of it looks like. Mitsubishi Mighty Maxes. There's the same
Mighty
thing.
Max.
They had a Dodge Ram back in the, I think, late 80s, early 90s. It was basically the same truck, little tiny thing. I would be remiss too if I didn't mention the Chevy step van.
Well, yeah.
That thing's awesome. Basically use it for storage. But,
That's all we use it for.
That's all we use it for.
There's no somewhat.
And then here's our line of BMWs and Volvos. I want to get a good shot on the inside of this one. So this one came here with a inhabitant. You look right here on the dash where the radio is supposed to go. I've never actually seen the spider, but I'm not going in there to try to find it either. Somebody's had the hood open on this thing now. Another Festiva. Volvo 780s. Parts car. Complete car. And the wrecker driver, when he brought these both in, hung the left rear wheel on something on the truck. I think the cable or something. Anyways, you can see it's bowed out at an angle, so I'm assuming it's a steering arm or I'm not really sure. Something's broke. Has to be fixed. Couple more BMWs. 325s. The red one, the green one, are parts cars. For this one, and we have a convertible in the garage that they're going to help get back on the road at some point. So, here's
The Prius family.
the treasure trove of the property. Prius, 4 of them.
Yeah, it's the whole fleet, the whole family. Other than this is Dad, obviously. These are the kids. This is like fraternal twins.
I hate these stupid cars. I hate them. I hate everything about them. scene from the other guys where he says it's like we're riding around in a vagina, and that's pretty accurate.
America!
This is, I think, 240Z. Somebody came up here and helped themselves to the engine, the transmission. So that's going. The entire car is pretty much gone. Basically rust from one end to the other. Somebody's been up here lately. His front bumper's off of it. That wasn't like that. Who knows? Honda Civic, early 90s, like 91, 92.
91.
SI. Look at that exhaust tip. Pretty sick. This is actually, I know I said it about the van, but this is actually going to be the next one, the first one. Gets redone, gets back on the road. 16-year-old.
Another one.
This one's in considerably better shape, actually. Yeah, I know the hood is rusted through, but in comparison to the other one, shoot, this is basically roadworthy.
Good enough for government work.
Yeah.
Especially after this weekend.
Too soon.
I mean, if Trump can make a joke about...
No. Old 350. Late 80s, early 90s. Diesel. Another Datsun pickup truck. Two Datsuns, actually. Silver one sitting in front of it. We know this one runs because it was driven here about 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago.
Then fun fact, the window's broken out on this side because when our son was about 2, he locked himself in it. Not very long, but only for like 30 seconds. But we had to bust the window out, or Forrest did.
Yeah, in the summer.
So, nobody was too happy about that, but luckily, there's another one.
Yeah, but this one doesn't have a passenger side window either.
Just kidding.
So, kind of screwed on that one. Datsuns. Anyone knows the history behind a UD? I'd love to hear it. I'd love to know, because I've never in my life heard of a UD. Not UC, UD. I'm assuming it's basically the same thing as an Isuzu. That's what it kind of looks like. I mean, it looks just like an Isuzu. Pretty neat truck, really. It's one we need to figure out what's wrong with it and get her going.
This is where Dad had actually left his phone, and he forgot where it was at, and so he had to buy a whole new phone, and then they found it sitting in this seat.
Yep. Roll Tide.
If you ever see this, Dad, love you. Shout out to you.
They're Ford monsters. Flatbed. Don't know anything about the flatbed, but the dump truck runs. They just got a new windscreen put in. Oh, cool. I didn't notice this, but he's got a new windscreen put in it. And he's also got a tree growing in it, too. That happened fast, man. That happened real fast. Isuzu pickup truck next to it. Toast. Then
The old Winnie.
Yoda RV Coachman.
I don't know why I said Winnie.
Said what?
A Winnie, like a Winnebago. I forgot he got a Toyota.
Yeah, this is Yoda. Yikes.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Whoa.
It was a baby banana spottle.
I was about to walk in there, but the hell with that.
I saw it the other day.
Perfect place for it. Hey man, this thing's got kitchen in it.
Well, yeah, it's a full
Sink.
camper. It's got 2 beds.
No, I just thought it was gutted. I don't know why, but
No, it's all there.
And then right over here behind us is the newest addition to the family. Rollback. And that cab, if you're wondering, yes, it is a U-Haul cab. 'Cause that's how we roll. Know the history, but I think the motor is bad in this and it needs to be replaced. I don't know. We have a long bed. Chevrolet pickup truck right here too. If you look at the truck, if you look over behind it, propped up against that tree is the bed that belongs to that truck. I think the tree's grown around it, so you don't really have to worry about it falling over. Fortunately, because I'm pretty sure it'd crush somebody if it did. Which would suck, obviously. The last two, really. Well, no. We still have the Triumph and we still have the BMW. 2 of the last 4. Honda Accord. Here's that, 91?
90.
90?
This was my first car. Technically not my first, but
So she spun
my
out,
first permanent official car.
she spun out in the wet with it, caught the wheels on a curb.
Fun fact, my favorite car still to this day. Love this car.
Bent the, if you look down here, bent the suspension up underneath the car. So that's all got to be ripped out and replaced. And then possibly the dumbest, stupidest, ugliest freaking car ever made. VW Beetle.
I would say this version at least.
It's from like 98 to I think
Yeah.
2010. It is awful. Absolutely terrible. It's like a bubble with another bubble on top of it.
I know, it's like, you remember back in like the early 2000s, girls would draw like the puppy dogs on the paper, and it literally used bubbles to draw it.
It's literally what that
It's
is.
basically the same thing.
It's stupid. And if you're a man and you drive one of these,
You're not,
you're not a man. Not at all. 'Cause you don't see a whole lot of those anymore, and there's a reason for that, because one of the worst cars VW's ever made. They were junk on top of being ugly. Just absolutely awful. The last generation of these things that they made before they stopped making the Beetle, those were gorgeous. You know, they actually kind of looked like the old ones. These, nope. Bad, bad, bad. So these 4, we're in the process of stripping down currently. This is a 2001 Impala.
I thought it was an 04.
They're all the same. From 2000 to 2005, they're literally the exact same car. A dime's worth of difference between them. So anyways, Impala Stratus. This is either an 01 or an 02. I can't remember. Or 2000. It's the same thing as an Eclipse. Same drivetrain. Virtually everything's exactly the same. This is a 2004 Acura TL. And then I think it's a 99 Ranger. It may be a 2000. They're exactly the same. So anyways, these are being stripped down, and so if you're looking for parts for any of these particular cars, I'll have the link in the bottom of the, or in the description. to our eBay store, so you can go check it out. We've got a lot of stuff already posted. So if you need parts, hit us up. Let me know. Hook you up. And then over here we have Studebaker. Funny story. I've thought, so this car has been in my family for my entire life, basically, just about. And so I thought my entire life that this car was a Studebaker Champion. The other day I was in the trunk digging through some stuff, and I found the badges that went to it. And one was Studebaker and the other one was the actual name of the car, and guess what? It's not a Champion, it's a Commander. So I was way off on that. I'd posted a video of it before. People were telling me, hey, you know, the Champion didn't have a V8 in it. Not a factory V8 anyways. So I just assumed that someone put a V8 in it at somewhere down the line, and somewhere along the line, and nope, that's the factory V8 because it's a Commander, and Commander had a V8 in it. So, belonged to my dad. Prior to that, it belonged to my grandfather. She's pretty rough.
But it's still pretty cool.
Once again, you know, consumed with rust. I mean, the worst thing you could, and I'm not saying anything bad about my dad, obviously, or my granddad. The worst thing you can do for cars is to let them sit. You know, I'm guilty of it, obviously. We all are. But, you know, it's just like a building. If you let a building sit and you don't do any maintenance on it, next thing you know, it's going to be falling in on itself. So, same thing with these cars, but it does look cool. Eventually, once we get the garage up and going, we're going to drag this over in front of it. Advertising. Yeah, I was playing with the hood ornament the other day, and it basically looks like an airplane. And it weighs every bit of 10 pounds. Just the hood ornament itself. To tell you how heavy this car is, if the hood ornament is 10 pounds, then the car itself, I mean, there ain't no telling. You just about need a V8 to pull this thing down the road.
It's like a time capsule.
Yeah, it really is. And that steering wheel, man. My dad told me the plan was, you know, before he passed away, that he was going to take this and he was going to cut the body off of it and put it on like an S10 frame or something like that. He was also tossing the idea around cutting the body off the Stratus, doing that with the Stratus, but never came to pass. Honestly, because he just didn't have the time to do it. But that was the plan. He passed away, so we brought it from Birmingham down to Mobile, and on a wrecker, obviously, and there she sits. So we have 4 more right here. We have a bus that we bought last year. It's a Chevrolet. It is a monster.
Monster.
Look at that thing.
Jesus saves. I think she's like, what, like 36, 38 feet long?
Something like that. Long as hell is all I know. Runs like a top, though. If you look at the ignition the right way, fires right up. She's solid as a rock.
And eventually we'll do something with it, but she's storage right now.
So this is the other Triumph that I was talking about earlier. This one's in pretty good shape, actually. It's been sitting on this trailer covered up with a bed liner. It needs some suspension work and stuff like that, but as far as cosmetically goes, and it's funny, you can see, if you look right here, where it's not been covered up, there's rust. Where it has been covered up, there isn't any, which
Yeah.
is kind of crazy. But and the interior looks brand new. It's like this brown coffee color. Good trailer too. We need to eventually get that out and start using it. This is the other bus. This is a Bluebird. Old bus. I looked it up one day. I believe it's early 70s, mid 70s, something like that. It's considerably shorter than the other one over there too. And it's pretty bad. I mean, this one's probably never going to hit the road again. Just going to use it for storage. But and then we have this BMW 318.
Something like that.
Yeah, 318. This is another one that's on the chopping block to get torn down. So it's eventually going to be the route we take. Also, we didn't talk about this, but another one of those Datsun Nissan pickup trucks. Same, the two blue ones here, they're basically the same truck, 4-wheel drive. Completely roached out. So, but that's it. Yeah, like I said, I want to do a walk around, show off all the junk sitting around here. Eventually, we're gonna build one of these into something. What? Not really sure, but that's the game plan, anyways.
Yeah, so I need you to keep watching videos, liking them, sharing
Yep.
them, commenting,
Yeah, jump on here one day and we'll have one drug out, torn down.
doing all the things.
Yeah. If you have any suggestions on which one we should do that with, drop a comment and let us know. Because there's just so many to choose from, I can't make up my mind. And I'm thinking I'm leaning more towards the MG, because the MG's it's just a funky looking car, you know. It'd be kind of cool to do something with it. And you don't see them anymore around here, so either that or one of the Volvos. I know I said the 914 is my favorite car up here, but that thing is so far gone, I'm not even worried about even doing anything with that. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment, like, subscribe, so you don't miss any of our videos. We'll keep uploading, you know, the material we've been uploading with different crash videos and stuff like that. But like I said, thanks for watching. See you next time.